Okay, so can you please introduce yourself?
So, hello, I'm Kier Santiago and I'm from the Philippines, specifically in the province of Nueva Ecija.
What are you taking at the moment?
I'm taking masters in agriculture and my major is the animal breeding and genetics.
So, why did you choose Korea for graduate studies?
Actually, I did not choose. It was the recommendation of my senior in the Philippines, and she said that studying abroad is like there's more advantage, and you can also learn academic cultures instead of studying in the Philippines. Yeah.
So, were you had any expectations before you came to Korea?
Uh, Actually, I expecting their technologies because as we know, Korea or specifically South Korea is developed country or the first world country, and they have uh, the access with the to call this technology, specifically those related in the academic or yeah.
Aside from the technology, were there other expectations that you had regarding your life in South Korea?
So regarding my life, of course, I also watch Korean drama or telenovela. So, like I'm expecting people are sweet and um cute, and they have smooth skin, and yeah, it's true.
But so were your expectations met so far?
Mm, it, in terms of like the life, I think it's kind of different comparing with those we are watching with the telenovela.
So it's like those are more of ideal life in South Korea.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So anyway, how was your life as a Korean student so far?
Well, honestly, what to call this? Uh, how's my Korean life? It's kind of hard because I'm writing papers and beating the deadlines. Yeah, but still, I enjoyed it because it's part of the learning.
So do you have any Korean level?
Like language, or
Yeah.
I don't have. So I just speak English. I do understand some vocabs, but speaking, I have the difficulty.
In that case, how did you manage your Korean classes?
Ah, Korean classes. Actually, we have the good textbooks. So these textbooks have the English translation, and as well as some of the instructors, they communicate with us in English. So I think it helps.
So far, what is your favorite part of studying in South Korea?
Okay, so the favorite part, actually the food. I enjoyed the food. Or what else? What else I enjoyed? Mm, Aside from food, I enjoyed also
What about the weather?
the weather. Yeah, I also enjoy the weather, specifically winter. But the summer I hate because much hotter, I think, than in our country.
Ah.
And what else? Going outside during at night and like having fun with Filipino friend and having uh, movie marathon. Yeah.
With your studies between the Philippines and South Korea, is there a difference between studying in South Korea and the Philippines?
Yes, there are different differences, specifically because Philippines are usually knowledgeable theoretically, but the problem is the technology is kind of lacking. So although our theories will be like can we can convert our theories into practical, but we are like lacking some technologies. But in Korea, I think um, it's more easier. The theoretical part of the academic matters can easily be conveyed because the availability of the technologies.
Yeah, so with these differences, what do you think are your struggles in studying in South Korea? Do you have any struggles, or you really enjoyed your stay in South Korea for the past 2 years?
Yes, I enjoyed, but the struggle is because I'm the only one, a foreigner in our lab, so I think it's kind of struggle for me because uh, like different like foreigner friend is like different with the Korean friend. So like I'm looking for like uh, contemporary, or what do you call this? I'm looking for a foreigner student also who can I can share my problems and personal struggles like that.
So, talking about the Korean, or I mean, the foreign students, do you prefer any um, race to be your friend, or are you friend to everyone?
Yeah, I don't like I have no preferred race. Like any race, I want to like commingle with, like commingle or
Like mingle,
yeah,
yes.
mingle. Yeah. So yeah, any race.
But were there any stereotypes that you have encountered while studying in South Korea?
Stereotype in terms of like stigma. Yes, but I think it's not related to the academic matters. But maybe I can share. One thing I experienced is that once they heard the Filipino, they always think that we are sending money to our loved ones in the Philippines. So yeah, it's kind of true, but not all. But it's their perception, so you cannot change that.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Anyway, so do you have any Korean friends?
Yeah, I have Korean friends. Those my lab mates and undergraduate students.
Okay, so anyway, I heard that you just graduated on your master's degree, right?
Right.
What do you think is the benefit of graduating in South Korea?
Well, one of the benefit is that I think I'm more like independent now because studying alone or as a foreigner in a foreign country, your perseverance will be tested. And then the other one is the homesickness. You need to fight the homesick like thing. And in terms of academic, we know that South Korea is home for many scholars. So like in terms of the Philippines, it's kind of stereotype also. Once they heard that you graduated from South Korea, Japan, or any first world country, so they are thinking that you are more advanced in terms of graduating in the Philippines. But yes, it's just my opinion.
Yeah, I also agree with you. But would you want to pursue your PhD in South Korea, or would you like to work in South Korea after graduating after your graduation?
Well, I do like to pursue PhD, but I think I need more adjustment. I need to like study more deeper, like prepare myself for the forthcoming PhD. Like if I continue my PhD studies, because the animal breeding and genetics requires much knowledge in terms of programming and any other related courses.
Okay, so you enjoyed your stay in South Korea, right?
Yes.
But if there is something you can change and do again while you stayed in South Korea, or during your stay in South Korea, what is it and why?
Well, honestly, I want to change or I want to travel more places. Although there is the corona pandemic, I want to change that. I should like travel more or visit other places instead of staying inside the dorm. Yes, together with friends.
Okay, so um, in that case, would you recommend South Korea as a destination for graduate students to pursue their graduate studies?
Yes, I do recommend South Korea because especially when you have call this the support from the government. Because in my case, I am just a scholar of my professor. But if you have the chance to apply for the government scholarship of South Korea, then I do recommend studying here in South Korea because technology is here, academic needs, other needs is also here, and the weather is good, the food is good, and yes, and many things. So yes, I just recommend studying here.
Okay, so are there any other messages that you want to tell those individuals or students who would like to pursue their graduate studies here in South Korea? Any message for them?
Yeah, if you are looking for a place to study or for your graduate studies, just like pursue it, and like for now you must improve your qualification for you to be accepted by the government scholarship program. And if you have friends studying here in South Korea, you can contact them, and they might help you achieving your dream if you want to study here in South Korea.
Okay, so last question. Will you describe in one word your life as a graduate student in South Korea?
Mm, what is the best word? One word?
Yeah, just one word.
Mm, wait, maybe like happy. Yeah, happy word.
Okay, so that's all. Thank you
Yeah.
very much and happy graduation. I hope you will have a wonderful life ahead of you in the
Yeah,
Philippines.
thank you.